For a single mom of two, McKenna West, becoming a surrogate was a way to help an infertile couple and help support her little family. She never dreamed the decision would redefine her life and save the child of an unborn child. Here's what she told Live Action, a pro-life news network.
And yeah, it was scary to think that something might be wrong and that I may be the one that's not able to make a decision about the treatment.
That treatment, ending the life of the now 20-week-old baby in her belly. McKenna, a nurse, went for what she thought would be a routine anatomy scan. Despite having an easy pregnancy so far, the doctor discovered something was terribly wrong with the baby boy.
She told us that there was something wrong with the baby's heart, that the left side of his heart was not developed as it should be, that there was very little blood flow going through it, and that I needed to be referred and seen by a maternal fetal medicine specialist for a diagnosis and further evaluation.
The specialist diagnosed the baby with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, a condition that is thankfully treatable with an average 85% success rate if surgery is performed within a week of delivery.
I felt hopeful for sure. I knew that it wasn't a death sentence of a diagnosis. I personally know somebody whose daughter had the same diagnosis, and she's going to be 16 soon, and she's doing.
The major catch, though, McKenna had to deliver in a hospital that can perform the surgery. And in Alaska, where McKenna lives, there isn't one. McKenna prepared herself mentally to move anywhere in the country to help save the baby's life she was carrying. But what she wasn't prepared for was that within days, McKenna would be ordered by the biological parents to abort the baby or face severe financial repercussions, as dictated per her surrogate contract. Reluctantly, McKenna set up to have an abortion in Seattle just 2 weeks later. But after speaking to her brother, she just couldn't go through with it.
And he knew how I felt about it and how scared I was. And he told me that he had talked to his wife and that they would adopt this baby if it meant a way out for me. And he's like, what can they take from you? Like, you have us, you have your family.
With the help of Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, McKenna then moved to Texas. There she gave birth to baby Gabriel, that's what she named him, at this hospital that has a 100% success rate when it comes to performing surgery on this type of syndrome. Children's Medical Center in Dallas. Doctors say baby Gabriel is doing well. Call it mother's intuition, perhaps, but McKenna trusted her heart, never wavering in her belief that the little boy inside her deserved to live, even though his biological parents had already condemned him to death.
A diagnosis does not automatically mean that there is no hope or that somebody cannot live a full habit. I knew that this baby boy that I was carrying, that I was feeling move, that he deserved that chance.
He certainly did. The biological parents filed an emergency court order and now have physical custody of baby Gabriel as he continues to undergo treatment. But that's not where this story ends. With us now, the attorney representing McKenna West, Lincoln Davis Wilson. Lincoln, first off, how is McKenna and how is baby Gabriel?
I think McKenna's doing okay. She is in a position where she really accomplished what she sought to, which is that she was able to give birth to the child and ensure that he got life-saving care with the help of Attorney General Paxton. Unfortunately, she's in a situation where she lost the most basic things that mothers are given. She's in a hospital with no baby. She didn't get a chance to hold the baby. She didn't get a chance to do that skin-to-skin moment in the first moments after delivery, because the court order basically said, you don't get those privileges anymore. The other side are the parents. And we are in this fight contesting that to this day.
What's next? What are you planning to do? I read reports that you're prepared to take this all the way to the Supreme Court if you have to. What does McKenna want?
McKenna wants to ensure that baby Gabriel's life is saved. And we're so glad to see that he's going to receive the first surgery in this sequence. But there are several surgeries to go. There's one that has to happen 3 to 4 months after the birth. And then there's another one further down the road than that. And the other side is continuing to contest whether he receives that care. They have appealed the decision that the Texas Attorney General won ordering that care. So what we have to do is to continue to fight for baby Gabriel and continue to fight for McKenna's natural right as his mother. In Texas, if you give birth to a child, you are the mother. And the only thing stopping that is that the other side obtained a judgment in California that says that they are the parents.
Right, because
so we are working to appeal that.
The bio parents live in California. So let me get this straight. It's a series of operations, and you're telling me that he received the first series, baby Gabriel, of the operations, and the parents might not continue for further surgeries?
I don't know whether he's received that operation yet. Unfortunately, we've been cut out of the medical loop because of the court order recognizing the parentage of the other side. But I do know that he is expected to receive that surgery. At the same time, the other side is contesting the order that requires that treatment and is appealing that. And they may, in fact, they're also contesting the aspects of the order that require him to stay in Texas. And what they may, in fact, do is allow this first surgery to happen and then prevent any further surgeries from occurring. They would try to take him back to California and then just let him go the natural course.
Oh my, their baby's alive. They're an infertile couple, heterosexual couple. Why would they not want to do everything possible that they could, humanly possible, to make sure that their child survives?
Yeah, I can't answer the reason for the motivations, but what I can say is that surrogacy arrangements encourage people to think of children as products, where once you have paid for a product and it's defective and you didn't get what you wanted, you say, send it back. I want a new one. And, that's fine when it's Amazon. It's not fine when it's a baby. And people need to realize that this is a person here that McKenna has been fighting for months for. And it's a tragedy that after she's fought for months for him, she doesn't even get the most basic rights as a mother to hold him and to be with him.
No child is defective. Maybe that's why they shouldn't have been parents in the first place. Lincoln, thank you so much for joining us.